Yeah. Welcome back to another episode of the WazzyCircus Radio, show where I sit down with the most interesting people that I've met in over a decade of professional skydiving and hanging out the tunnels, man. Shout out to my Patreon patriots and the WazzyCircus Adventurists. We just got back from Cali. Magic trip. Shout out to my Oklahoma homies that came out. That was so much fun. If you're at a drop zone, you want to come hang out with us, you don't have to know us. Just you'll be part of the family instantly. And we just roll out and go skydive together. It's super fun. Check out WazzyCircus.com for updates on the trips. Cozumel's next. If it doesn't work, it'll be Playa. If that doesn't work, Costa Rica will be in winter. Right on. Jerseys, logbooks, and coaching. Our toast to life today is Uncle Nearest 1884. So the nice way to put this I got from the internet. This whiskey is named after the formerly enslaved Nathan Nearest Green, who taught a young Jack Daniels the craft of distilling. That's a nice way to put that. This is the slave that taught Jack Daniels how to brew, and it's really good. It's strong, man. And I guess they needed it, you know what I mean? Back in the day, son, they didn't want nothing smooth. They wanted to take the pain away, and this shit is strizzong. All right. My guest today, 1,600 skydives, 5 years in the sport, 3 continents, 7 countries, soon to be 8. He's adding Germany in and Norway for the fucking crazy games. I explain this guy as the dude's dude, right? He's the man's man. He's the guy you want to show up. In Cali, he met us for dinner. He flew out there, he met us for dinner, and had the idea to meet us on the beach for ground launching. He's going to barbecue for us. I was like, that's crazy. It's like a mile walk through the sand because you can't just, or you got to conquer I didn't know how he was going to do it, but he fucking did it. Made a magic evening for us. One of my best friends, one of the cleverest dudes I know, Mike Hurrell.
Yo.
What's
going on?
What up, Mike?
Hey. Glad to be here. So
when you were out in Cali, you said your dry suit certification.
Yeah, so we went out. We were going to meet you guys and do all the kite surfing and stuff like that. But my wife we were skiing in Colorado.
Aspen? I told people it was Aspen. Was
Breckenridge.
Breck. Okay.
Yeah, Breck. That one where she hurt her knee. We were around Breckenridge, but she hurt her knee at I can't remember. Yeah, it must have been Breckenridge. But she dislocated her knee completely.
Skiing or snowboarding?
Skiing. Yeah. So she completely dislocated her knee and really screwed it up. So she
on the mountain.
They had to come get her in the toboggan. And that whole ride of shame down.
Yeah, we've done it.
Yeah,
I've done it with one of my kids.
I didn't do it. So we were actually on the mountain, and I saw her kind of laying there. We were right by the chairlift. I saw her kind of laying up there, so we kind of ran up there to make sure she was okay. And they had already called the ski patrol, so they showed up.
Well, you weren't with her when it happened.
I was right in front of her, and then she then I just kind of kept going. I'm like, she fell, no biggie.
Yeah, no biggie. Right.
But then I turned around, and I'm like, well, maybe a biggie. So we ran up the mountain, took off our skis, and put everything off to the side. And she had her kneecap was on the side of her leg.
Oh.
So ski patrol showed up, and she couldn't move if they touched her at all. She was in like a 10-12 pain.
Agony, dude. Come on.
Agony. And
agony.
So the guy, I'm looking at the guy, and he says, we have to take her like this.
Yeah, what else are you going to do?
Well, she asked him to put it back in place, and they said they couldn't. They said it's a liability. They couldn't pop it back in place.
So did you do it?
I did it.
I know you would. This is the kind of guy Mike Hurrell is.
This
is the kind of guy
No.
He's not fucking around.
She can't sue me. That's the thing.
Yeah. So you just had snap, pow, okay, and they just rolled it down.
Yeah. Just papped it right back in place, and that way she could at least...
You pulled until it relaxed, and you let it go, or you twist? What did you do?
It was a little less... No. Just kind of... You did the whole, we're going to do it on 3, 1, and just smack that thing right back in place.
Oh, fuck.
And you don't want to mess it up. You don't want to do it a bit, because you don't want to, not do it.
All the way.
Yeah,
you don't want to go back in. Yeah.
Or, it doesn't move at all. You just...
Okay, one more try.
One more try, yeah.
Fuck you.
You don't want to fuck that one up. So you get one shot at that. So, yeah, I mean, I popped a few things of myself back in place before.
Right.
My knees go out sometimes, so I know. But hers was on the side of her leg.
My oldest son quit halfway down the mountain. He was like 9. We took him snowboarding. He was fresh out of ski school. We took him to the top of the mountain. He was like, fuck this.
He didn't like it?
No, well,
Was he snowboarding or skiing?
Snowboarding. So he's
That's
just
why.
tired, man. He's a baby.
Have you snowboarded?
I've been snowboarding since I was like 10.
Okay, I just started.
Oh, really?
It sucks.
In Breck, when you just went?
Sucks.
You're too old to start snowboarding.
Yes.
You wakeboard,
Way old.
You wakeboard?
I do.
It's the same.
I know it's so much
It's
more
cold
work.
water.
It's so much more work.
Kind of. When you get good, it's not. Just like anything else.
Okay, yeah. I could go by 1:30 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done. I can't snowboard anymore. I can't.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I'm so
Yeah.
tired. I mean, you're using, because you're up and down and up and down.
Yeah, because you just start. Man, I promise.
Yeah.
When we were in Oklahoma City, we would go every year, maybe twice a year, for years. Like, we ride. Like, we go as a family. We're through the trees. Jackie's fast. Like, we used to have to wait on Legend, my oldest son, and then it was me and Legend waiting on Jackie, and she wouldn't go in the trees, and she came in the trees, and like, we ride, man. And then my youngest sons ride too. You get used to it. Did you ever skateboard?
Yeah. I mean, I got to the point where I could go down blacks,
Oh, okay.
but I was
That's
just
why
tired.
you're so tired. Why would you go down blacks? You should enjoy the ride for a little while.
I thought the blacks were easier than the
Who
the greens.
fucking told you that?
No, I thought they were.
Why would you think that?
I thought they were when I did it, and I thought they were easier than the green because there's no flat.
The
flat
'cause
shit.
You're scared of going fast.
When the flat, you just if you're not good at snowboarding, and somebody gets in your way and you're on a flat area,
Yeah,
you got to
exactly.
unhook, and then you're like skating the whole
Yeah,
thing,
that sucks.
and then you're done. Like, I mean,
But the
you're
blacks are
done.
fucked. Like, sometimes.
Sometimes some of them are all right.
So what we do is go full speed. Well, actually, we go to the trees. So we don't want to stay on the runs anymore. Fuck those flat spots. So as the flat spot goes this way, we go down.
I
We
didn't
go through the
know. You
ropes.
don't know. And,
Yeah,
you
we
know,
just
you
go
don't- Yeah,
down.
you don't know what you don't
Like,
know.
it's fucking awesome, man.
Yeah.
I wish we could have joined you, man.
So I do both now. I do skiing and snowboarding. I like snowboarding a lot. I fell in love with it. I got those clip-in bindings, like
Yeah,
the
they're the
snap-ins.
best. They're the best.
That was a game changer.
Do you remember brand where they were? Because we use Flow as a family. Flow bindings.
Well, I got DC boots, and then I have what are the bindings? Who makes the most of the bindings?
So are you clipping in?
Clipping in.
Okay, so those are cool.
Yeah.
I don't know what those are. Flows has this like tailgate
Yeah, I know what
where
you're
you
talking
just
about.
slide in, just clip,
It
and
clips.
we love them, man.
These are click.
Yeah,
That's
those are
it.
dope.
Yeah.
Those are super dope.
That was a game changer because the first 3 days I was done. Like,
because of the ratchets.
oh my god! Yeah, because as you get older, you get a little bit of a gut belly.
Oh,
You know,
you
you're
can
trying
sit
to
up?
like sit up, and you're trying to like reach down, so I'm like, you reach down and you like click. Oh, okay, I got to get it. Click,
and the air
click.
stitter, and the air stitter.
Yeah.
So like you're out of it immediately.
So you're tired before you even start, and then
Yeah.
you're in this thing. The thing about snowboarding, and I'm just for whoever's listening, it hurts when you fall a lot.
Yes.
It's not the same as skiing. Like skiing, you can gracefully slide and fall, and they come off, and it's not the end of the world.
I've never tried it. I want to try skiing because I want to paraski.
You can
really bad.
It's easy. It's easier. Much easier.
Okay.
And then when you fall, it doesn't hurt. When you on a snowboard, it's like you could be going 2 miles an hour, and it's just like
No,
it's
that's the
insta
thing.
stop.
That's the thing. Here's the thing.
A concussion.
What is that called? Leverage. It's the leverage
Oh my
factor.
god, you hurt.
Because the heavy part's up high.
I get a
when you-
headache. I get
so-
migraines.
what you just said, the 2 miles an hour, you only fall when you're going slow.
The worst fall I had was waiting in line for the lift.
So I'm telling you, when I say slow is dangerous, I developed that on the snowboarding hills,
Yeah.
not skydiving. The same thing with parachutes. If you come in all slow, you're going to fucking crash. If you come with a little speed, you have lift. Same thing with snowboarding, man. If you are sitting there and you catch the smallest edge, you're going down,
And
son.
it's so fast and so hard. It
So it's
happens
instant.
so it's instant.
Wham!
And wham. Like my tailbone, I was like my whole ass bone went numb. And I'm like, oh, I just messed something up. And I'm just standing in line.
Yeah.
Like
Dude.
that's when you hurt. That's when I hurt myself the
So
most.
my worst fall snowboarding, I'm going down double black diamonds. It's just moguls. You've seen the moguls, right?
Yeah.
And it's once you get it, there's a rhythm. Wham, wham, wham. It's easy. It's not easy. It's fun. You just gotta stay like springy knees and catch each transition.
I love moguls.
It's great, man. If you get off rhythm, it'll fucking throw your ass, right?
Well, then because you're going up a hill,
Yeah,
and
and
it
then
just
yo,
launches you.
Well, I landed and like my tail dug in, and I was going the momentum through my body as I was going forward, and it like literally barrel rolled, flip twist me, and when I hit the ground, son, my skeleton inside my body. Listen, it shifted. Like my skin and muscles went this way and my skeleton went that way. My body went, when I hit the ground and I just laid there. I couldn't believe it, dude. It felt like all the connective tissue in my body just got stretched. I hit so hard.
How long were you out? Were you out for a day at least?
No, like 5 minutes.
Really?
I caught my breath and got up and kept
okay.
going. Yeah. We ride hard, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jägermeister shots on the way up. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing.
I tried drinking whiskey, but my breath smells so bad.
Okay.
When I drink whiskey, my breath, and you have that, you always have the face mask on.
Yeah.
I just like vomit smell.
Okay.
The whole
we
time.
don't drink whiskey
I
on the
try not
mountains.
to drink whiskey on the mountains.
Listen,
yeah.
Jaeger
probably
doesn't taste good anywhere else.
Some Rumplements.
Dude, no, I'm just listen. Jägermeister on the mountain, there's a reason they use it. It's a magic elixir.
Yeah.
It really is. Like, you could take multiple shots, it just warms you up. You're still focused, you don't get sloppy drunk. And you can ride your face off.
And no vomit.
No vomit smell.
No vomit smell.
Whiskey, it's a sweeter smell, Jaeger, right?
Yeah, it smells like
and don't overdo
licorice,
it. And
red
don't
licorice.
overdo it. You know what I'm saying.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, my God.
I don't know what you mean, don't overdo it.
Dude, I can't wait
never
to ride
overdo
again.
it.
I cannot wait to ride again. So I've been watching.
So next time we got to go next year. We'll go,
Yes.
and I do like like last time I did 6 days of snowboarding,
Right.
and by the end of it, I was feeling pretty good.
Good.
It's just the problem is when you get like muscle fatigue.
Yeah.
That's when it gets dangerous because you're
Because
riding
it's
the
over and
because you
you're-
always
yeah.
have to be on an edge all the time.
Right.
That's when skiing you can literally just chill.
I have not done it.
Dude, you just go down the mountain, you just chill.
Right.
On a snowboard, you always got to be leaning one way or the other, and your muscles, you got to build that muscle memory. You got to lean a little bit. You can't
I'm
go
sure
flat.
it was so long.
Yeah,
Yeah, because you go flat, you slide, and you catch an edge.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you stay loose and if you read the terrain,
You're always engaged though.
if you loosen up though, I promise, if you loosen up, you kind of hug the ground and like.
It's like
It's
head
not-
down. It's like head down
it's
skydiving.
not-
Like you have to
yeah.
know which muscles to use. Like loosen up, but don't loosen up too much.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you loosen up and you stay on it, you don't get tired.
Yeah.
Like we get to the bottom of the lift and we're like, it's too small. The mountains are too small. It comes to a point to where like it's too small.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like Wolf Creek, we would go for years. It's Pagosa Springs, best snow in Colorado. It's crazy, but it's small.
We got to go next year. We'll plan a trip.
So where are you gonna go next year?
Not Colorado. We want to do something else.
Let's go to Utah.
Yeah.
Utah's the best snow on earth. I've heard.
We can do Utah.
I have not gone yet, but it's a dry desert snow, so it doesn't get sloshy. Is the rumor, and my guests probably know. But yeah, I hear Utah is like heaven on earth, bro. So let's do that.
let's do that.
Mikey. That'll be fucking dope,
Yep.
man. Yeah, and you're off to Aruba.
Aruba next.
Where's Aruba at? Refresh me.
It's near Brazil.
Okay, wait,
Or
off.
Ecuador, maybe.
That's fucking two different countries.
I think I don't know.
So is it in the Gulf? It's in the Gulf and Caribbean side. or is
Can
it
we pull up a
Pacific side?
Aruba map?
All right. Why Aruba?
I've done so my wife and I love tropical, areas.
Uh-huh.
We've been in the Caribbean. Aruba has it's not in the hurricane belt. You have to worry about no hurricanes at all.
Okay.
It's one of the best places in the world to do kite surfing and learning how to surf.
So is that what you're going
That's
for?
what we're going
That's
for.
the purpose.
Yeah, so that's Aruba there.
Where's that at? Okay, back out. That's Venezuela right there or what?
Yeah, I was close, right?
Yeah, that's Venezuela.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
Really dope.
So it's not Brazil, but obviously not Brazil.
Dude, scout it out for us.
Yeah. Well, I'm going. So we're going.
WazzyCircus Aruba.
We're kind of
kite
going for a
surfing
couple
trip.
different reasons.
I want to do that now.
Well, there is skydiving there, but sadly, tandem only. So that was another reason I picked it, but I didn't do my research. Called them after I booked the tickets.
But if you showed up with 12 people, he'd probably give you.
They said they couldn't because of they have some sort of
restrictions.
Yeah, restrictions for them, like some sort of licensing.
I'm more concerned with the kite surfing right now.
So I've been wanting to learn how to kite surf for a while.
Yes,
They have also
both.
scuba diving is amazing. So they've got amazing scuba diving. They've got amazing kite surfing. They've got amazing, and then it's a good place to learn how to surf because it's always windy in Aruba,
Okay.
all the time.
All
so
the time.
it's all the time windy.
From the same direction.
Mm-hmm. So it's all I don't know that, but it's always windy in Aruba.
Right.
So it's a great place to learn these things.
Can we look at paragliding Aruba?
Imagine you could probably bring your stuff.
I need to travel more.
Yeah. So that's why, and also I picked Aruba because it's the safest. It's the safest island in the Caribbean, according to Google.
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 Safest for who? Why?
It just says because there's a lot of people that are retiring there. There's
okay,
there's a lot of retirees there. There's a lot of there's just not a lot of crime. Not a lot of crime. So we picked it for that reason too. It's relatively cheap. The food's pretty good. They have there's a lot of like touristy stuff to do too. Like there's a beach that has flamingos that you can pet and feed.
You fly straight to Aruba? Guide to Aruba paraglide holidays. Come on, son.
Yeah.
It's not.
It says complete beginner paragliding.
Hey man, there's these new paragliders. They're speed wings called the Mustache.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, they're paragliding on. You've been to Port A?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
You know the dunes.
We've been to Port A.
Yeah. Oh, duh. Fucking Mike. We could pull up that video. I forgot you got the Dream Machine and shit.
Yeah.
I wonder if we can find that video.
Which one?
Of us at Port A.
That was a good video.
That was a dope time.
If you go to Jeff Godot's
Galley.
What the hell's wrong with me?
Who cares? It's the
Godot.
It's the uncle.
Godot.
Google.
Jeff Google.
I'm sorry, I forgot.
Jeff Gow.
But dude,
look at that.
So listen, we're in Cali on the dunes paragliding, which we'll watch the video here in a second, guys. They're in like Port A size dunes paragliding. They're ridge soaring on something 8-9 feet. This fucking canopy is dope. They call it a merge through.
That one there?
Yes, dude. It's a merge of a speed wing and a paraglider, but it's like super universal. I don't know if we can use it for paramotor yet. I need to ask our friend Ryan Glocka.
It looks like they're doing it on the beach.
Dude,
So
they're doing it. Well, they can run off a mountain and then fly it down.
Okay.
Hey, can we? If you get a chance, we can go to YouTube and like it says like small dune soaring. It's I don't want to do anything else. Like I love the motor. It's fun, but being without the motor, like I was in Cali, is amazing, dude. It's silent, bro. It's silent. If you're paragliding off the dunes, man, if you're not looking at your canopy and you kind of let go of the toggles, it's like you're sitting under a bubble. It's like a swing. You're flying a bubble, man. Look at the dune, dude. They're paragliding the dune, dog.
Wow.
That's a little ass dune.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's not that big.
They're ridge soaring that shit.
That's cool.
So look. That's
It
all they need.
Looks like they have a lot of control, yeah.
That's all they need in wind.
That's it.
That's it. Look at these ridge soaring the fucking little dune, bro, going around his butt. I wonder how much these canopies are. We need to look at the Mustache, son. Their videos are badass, guys. Look at the Mustache.
And that's not like a big dune, or I bet that's not like Monterey wind either.
Dude, that's fucking Port A wind, baby boy. That's South Texas wind right there. And they are gliding them. Jeff G, let's get some mustaches, baby boy.
That's cool.
Look, he's still rocking. It has that much lift.
Oh,
bro.
wow. He didn't even,
So you saw in Cali, I was maybe 6 foot up the dune where my feet left the ground, and that was it.
Yeah. And then it took you up.
Then it took me up because the dunes were big. Like, that's safer. Dude, there was a point in Cali. There was a point in Cali when I was looking down at you guys, like, I can't get down. Son.
We were looking up at you going, he can't get down. We were looking up, and that's what, remember I was looking at you, do the thing. You're like, no, I'm doing the thing. He's like, he's not going to get down, because we had one of the guys below does it. He goes, well, there's you have to, like, do the elephant ear thing, or the dog ear thing.
I don't know how to do the dog ear.
And then you also have to, like, if you want to get down, you got to turn and, like,
dive it.
I
didn't want to dive it.
I know. You didn't look like you want to do it.
I didn't want to do shit, dog. I didn't know
that
I
was
was
your first time ever.
high.
That was your first time ever doing it.
Fuck, man. I didn't know I was going to go that high.
You were high, yeah.
And going higher. Every time I did a turn, I was like, oh, that's up, not down. All right,
I'm not gonna lie, low key, I got a little worried for a minute.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna just go fly to the other side and land in the fucking bushes.
Right. I know, yeah. You'd get down eventually, but
hey. So I was having fun until I got worried. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I was like, this is
and it gets cold up there too.
I was like, this is great. I was like, look, there's Monterey. The lights are coming on in the city. It's getting dark.
Yeah.
I looked over to Santa Cruz. I'm looking at you guys. I was like,
where my mind goes is that lady who they got picked up and then they go into the clouds and they can't come down and then they get like frostbite.
That's 4,000, 5,000, 7,000 feet, and then they get picked up in a thermal.
Yeah.
The highest I can go is the highest the dunes could throw me. And remember, we learned in skydiving, it's 3 to 5 times the height, 10 to 20 times the length.
I'm just saying that's where my mind would go.
So I mean, so my mind was like 3 to 5 times the height. I'm about 4 times the height right now. I mean, I couldn't go much higher.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's not where my mind was going.
So I was like, but
your logic was coming in and fixing it, and mine was going, I'm gonna go up into the.
So I was like, But see, it'd been more fun if I knew I could get down to you guys, but I didn't know other than landing off, right? So that's when I got like,
and then
fuck.
walk.
Yeah, I didn't want to do that. So that guy that was down there threw his paraglider up.
He got him up with you.
Flew up to me and said, "Hey." And I was like,
That's
I
pretty
can't
cool.
get down. And he goes, just lean back. And I got my rig, and it was my trims. My trims were in for paragliding.
Yeah.
So it was like for takeoff, right?
Yeah,
so I let the trims out, leaned back, and I just floated right down and landed. It was easy. But at the time, dude, that was an adventure. WazzyCircus adventure. I go on adventures too, man.
That was cool. I'm glad you did that.
Yeah.
That was the first time you've done that. So next time it's going to be a lot better.
Even better.
Yeah.
Well, I've done it on skydiving rigs before, and I've done it in too high of winds where I got that same effect with a skydiving rig, and I was able to stay up for a while, and it was the most glorious thing, but coming down to land was all violent, right? So I
but
just
your
stayed up.
paramotor rig, it's so much easier. And
Oh, it's a
it's
paraglider.
a much more. Yeah,
It was a
much more
beautiful thing, man. It picks you up gently. It's so nice, man. It's so nice, dude. I wish
wanna get more
everybody
into
could
that.
experience. I wish all of you could experience the feeling of getting lift in a paraglider. And having confidence that you have control, not a scary lift like, oh, I'm going to leave. You know, like, here we go. Like, I was fine. I just couldn't come down.
Yeah.
And the winds were picking up.
That's an
It was a
important. That's an
little
important
scary.
skill.
It was a little scary. I'm not going to lie.
The whole I have to get down. That's an important one.
Well, I was up for a little while, and I was like, man.
You went back and we didn't see you no more. You just
Well, yeah, that's how I landed.
Yeah.
I went behind the hill because I knew it was like that's the one place the lift will stop.
yeah.
You know?
Did you go all the way behind the hill?
No. Actually,
Oh,
I got
just
to the
halfway.
top. I got to the top, and then so the wind goes up, and then it crashes down.
Yeah.
So if you're ever paragliding or speed flying or paramotoring, and there's a ridge, you don't want to get past the ridge because the wind comes up and it falls.
I wonder
So
if you
it'll
had. I
collapse
wonder
your
if
wing.
a tandem parachute would work.
Oh, you'd have been fine, dude. That shit was magic, dog.
No, I meant like so if you go again, instead of like having to come from the top of the dune and running down, what if you brought a few tandem rigs and then a few paramotor rigs? I wonder if tandem rigs would actually lift you up, like have enough lift.
What do you mean, like a tandem parachute?
Yeah.
It's too hard. It's not fun.
No.
It's a straight box.
Well, that's what my paramotor is. It's a big ass 600
Yeah,
square
but
foot
you got a
tandem rig.
fucking, you got a trike.
Yeah.
So look, I say that because I've taken my base rig, a 280 Mojo kiting. It's
Not
like
fun.
it's a building.
Not fun.
It's a building. It's a fucking building. It's huge and it doesn't move, right? It's like, it's a big safe parachute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you need something like the 135 Stiletto.
No, it's cool from coming. I'm just talking about not having to walk back up the dune. Like if you could do it from the beach
That's where I took off from, Mike.
in your paramotor, but if you have 12 people with
Paraglider.
you, paraglider. But if you have 12 people with you, you don't have 12 paraglider rigs. And plus you can
It's
hurt
not
yourself.
a paragliding camp, son. Nobody's allowed to touch those things. It was a skydiving camp.
Oh, true. I didn't think of that.
Nobody got to touch those.
You're right.
Those people would have died. Only person there that could have done that is Jeff Gowie.
I was working with that one guy, and
Jimmy.
he had broke his back once.
Oh, the other guy.
The guy that I was kiting and messing around with
yeah,
it.
right.
Well, luckily it had sand in it because I was going to take it up. And
But you, with your experience, I believe a skydiver could do it. Here's our biggest thing: skydivers are used to being aggressive with our gear. We fly our parachutes very aggressively, and a lot of us are not smooth. Like if you ask a lot of participants from the camp, things smooth out. I teach you how to be smooth. You were there on the windy day. Remember we let the canopies just blow, and I was like, dude, just lean in the harness. Feel the parachute. Stop yanking on shit. Skydivers are always like, right turn, left turn, flare, fucking swoop. Right? You watch a guy come in on a swoop, it's double fronts. It's never nice. You know what I mean? It's like they kick in the front door and slam it to the ground and fly across the
paramotor,
land
yeah,
area.
paragliding and paramotor is more of a
smooth,
a peaceful.
but it translates to the skydiver. I fly my velocity like that, dude. My shit's smooth. I don't want to abruptly manipulate my wing. It's a very smooth process. I come out of my swoop hauling ass, son. You know, but I feel it more because I'm more in tune with my canopy because I obsess over it, right?
Yeah.
And like on the beach, those guys leaning back, harness turns first time in their life, riser turns, riser flares for the first time. I remember I was having them collapse the parachute, flare the parachute with the risers.
Yeah.
Do it your way, do it my way.
I forget most of the people that come to most of them are a little
newer,
within 200 jumps.
Yeah, that's what I focus on. It's the newer jumpers. It's not a swoop camp.
Yeah.
Even though you could learn how to fly outside of your risers,
That helps.
you learn how to use rear risers to flare.
Yeah.
I mean, you get out of your harness, Rear risers to flare, toggle control his brakes, harness turns.
We were bummed because Dasha, that's my wife,
Yeah.
she loves that so much that we came to there for a month hoping that she could do that every weekend. Because we found a camp there. There's a lady there. I forgot her name. Sandra, I think. But I could look it up. But there's in Monterey, there's like a women's paragliding thing.
Dope.
And we were going to meet up with her. And, Dasha was really going to get into that. Maybe, hopefully get into paragliding a little bit.
So a little history on this. Mike came on a WazzyCircus California adventure with his wife. Right? He trusted me on this. I know him from the tunnel. I think we met at the tunnel or at Spaceland. Or at San Marcos before it was Spaceland.
I don't know exactly where you and I met. I know it was because of skydiving for sure. Probably at the tunnel, but maybe
at
I
the
think
drop zone.
I think I saw you a couple of times at space when it wasn't Spaceland. It was San Marcos.
I was probably doing.
I think I saw you a few times.
Shit. Yeah,
you weren't working.
Are you sure?
Yeah, 100%. You weren't working.
I really didn't go out there unless I was working.
You weren't out there long if you came out.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
you came out for maybe a jump or two.
Oh, a jumper. Okay. Then,
and that was it. And then I think we met a little bit there, but then we kind of became more friendly at the tunnel.
Right on. So Mike came on a WazzyCircus adventure, and we were doing the kiting down the dunes. We're going to show you a video here in a second, but there's not much kiting in that video. There's not. We can maybe find some on the Google pics. But you can. I mean, not this second.
What's this pic? What's this video?
That's the video from this last trip.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. He loved it so much that they booked an Airbnb for a month to go back and fly, but you just heard the story. Dasha dislocated her knee
she couldn't
right
do
before
shit.
California.
Yeah, she couldn't do anything. She her knee was bad. It was a bad injury. So she couldn't even put weight on it when we first got to California.
Yeah,
so
we went to dinner once, or
what's that?
We went to dinner, didn't we?
We were with you guys.
You were there.
We were there at everything except for.
She walked the beach, didn't she? Down.
Yeah. The next day she was killing it.
I heard you guys. That was the trip back was the roughest thing.
There and back was horrible.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
Oh my god!
I got one of those.
Mom, go ahead and play that. Go ahead and play the video.
Oh, we're gonna play the video.
Go ahead while we're talking. Go ahead.
I had a buggy, like a thing that I bought from Walmart, thinking it was gonna be good, but it had plastic wheels.
Right.
Imagine the wheels weren't turning.
Right.
The whole time. I had like 50 pounds worth of shit. I had all the food and the
Right.
tent and all the crap and all the stuff in it, right?
Right.
And I was dragging this literally, it was a mile and a half, mile and three quarters. And I drug it.
That's on the beach. That's Mike on the beach. That's Mike. No, this is this year. This is a couple weeks ago.
This year, okay.
Yeah, this is this trip right here. That's Santa Cruz. That's the sea lions on the pier. Yeah, that was you. That was the windy day. Did you guys come to that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
What are
you
you
jumped
talking
in.
about?
You fucking jumped in, fucking jumping and shit. Yeah.
We were eating that guy's food.
So that's Skydive Silicon Valley. Oh, yeah, fucking dude. Look, there's somebody getting drugged on the dunes. I don't know who that is getting drugged. That's funny. Is that Jimmy? Was that Jimmy?
Jimmy.
So that's 20 Day. There's Adrian Lewis, friend of the show. Shout out to Patreon patron Adrian Lewis. Came on the Cali trip. They were just filming their parachutes out in the dunes. That's Skydive Monterey Bay. Over the bay, the 18,000-foot skydive.
That's crazy. That place has this plane that they soup up.
So that's
you get up to 18,000 feet in like 8 minutes. It's crazy fast.
That's crazy fast. That's me on the dunes. That's Adrian right there. Shout out to Adrian Lewis. That's Mike. He hiked all that.
We were building a fire
here.
Yeah, and we were building a fire.
Somebody said, "Are they burying a body?" Somebody asked me that.
Yeah, in front of everybody.
In front of the camera. That was iFly San Francisco Bay in Union City. That's the Bixby Bridge.
So I have a story about that. It's not a happy one.
Okay.
We were on our way back from Sur.
Uh-huh.
That bridge, somebody had jumped off it that day
And died.
Well, I stopped because I was thinking base jumper maybe. So
yeah. No, it wasn't a base jump. No parachute jumper.
I looked, yeah. So when we rolled by, somebody said, yeah, somebody jumped just about 10 minutes ago.
Uh-huh.
So I pulled over. Dasha wasn't too happy about it because she didn't want to see that.
Yeah.
So I walked over. I was thinking maybe it was a base jumper. So I walked over and I looked down. They showed me where the body was. And
there was no canopy.
No, and I asked them. I said, "Did he have a rig or did he have a backpack?" And they were like, "No." So it was definitely a suicide. I was gonna say attempt, but he attempted and succeeded.
Yeah. Hey, do you know what makes sad people jump?
What?
Bridges. That's funny.
Today, our sponsor is brought to you by.
Hey, back to the video. All right, that's Skydive. Shout out to Jimmy Brewer.
This is nobody's birthday,
Just
by the
got
way.
it. No,
Nobody's birthday.
Hey, we said it's Casey's birthday.
We lied. No, it was not just Casey.
It was like 3 or 4 birthdays.
There's like 3 or 4 birthdays.
Yo, we're walking around with 15 people walking into restaurants like, hook us up. We're a party. Everybody's drunk. There's Ray. That's the beach. Get it.
Like I said, that was a cool setup, but it was not. I wouldn't recommend it again.
So that's a drunken pizza fall. Yo, we were in the jacuzzi. Oh man, the jacuzzi fights. We would every trip there's one person, man.
So you said next time you're not gonna do skydiving though.
What do you mean?
So these trips to Monterey, you're not gonna do skydiving next time.
Oh yeah,
you are
skydive.
Oh okay, I thought you had said you're gonna.
No, I
cut
said
that
we
out.
go to Aruba. There's no. I mean, we don't have to have skydiving for area adventure.
That's what. Okay. Yeah.
Right, but we do so far. That was this is me crashing into the food. Oh yeah, but it's sand. So that's the beauty, guys. If you saw that, that's the beauty of like crashing into the beach. It doesn't hurt. This is Monterey Bay. This is the 16 ray that destroyed and became 4 different jumps.
These jumps destroy your internal clock.
Because they're so high.
I mean, because I was
18,000 feet is
I
so
was
high.
up and I'm like, okay, it's my internal clock's going. Okay, it's done. You're done. And I look down at the altimeter and I'm like
14,000.
I'm still at 13. I'm still at 12. Yeah, something.
Imagine
stupid.
doing tandems.
Yeah.
From 18,000 feet, dude.
Yeah.
You get out, you go 360 left, 360 right, 360 left, ocean, Cali, yeah, altimeter, 15 grand. Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's fantastic.
At home in Texas, you haven't even exited the plane
and it's
yet.
8 minutes. It's 8 minutes to altitude.
Yeah, that plane's fast as fuck.
It's the fastest plane.
The Nardis have the fastest King Airs in the country next to Mr. Mullins out in Tennessee. But on the other hand, you know, Mike's flying that one plane. They're flying 3 to 5 fucking beast King Airs.
I just wish they had a little more fun jumper base there. They have not a lot.
Yeah,
I
the
went
plane's
down
too fast.
I showed up. Well,
So you kept jumping after we left.
Of course.
Did
yeah.
you? I mean, okay, good.
Yeah.
Did you get to meet Sean and Jackie Faust? Did you meet?
A little bit. I mean, but every time I came, there was maybe one other fun jumper.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's not a fun jumper place. It's a tandem. It's a tandem.
It's
place.
a bummer because it would be kind of cool.
It'd be the best.
But I think the weather there might inhibit that.
Well, you have to be. That's why we go when we go, because in summertime it gets rainy, right, and foggy, and it's foggy all the time, and it's only a jump or two. Like I was teaching AFF students out there. It's tough to learn AFF there. The altitude, you learn everything. It's the best. Weather is kind of tough, and then the jump program, the way it goes so fast, it's only like a jump at a time. So you really got to dedicate.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, one of the guys there, he said, I've been jumping for 3 years here, and I got 250 jumps.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, and that's jumping every opportunity
every
he
you
has.
got, yeah.
But if you think about it, listen. So 250 jumps for him is really like 500-600 skydives.
Unless you're jumping by yourself, then
Well, I'm just saying in time.
Kind of learning nothing.
In tunnel time. In time. Oh, look,
Yeah.
is that video? Oh, just cycle through while we're talking. Fuck it. This is a Cali trip. So if you're getting out, okay, let's say you get out at 13.5. Let's call it 14. Let's round up. And you dump at 4. You get 10,000 feet of free fall. Cool?
18 would be 14.
14,000. That's your exit.
like the whole thing.
That's your exit, bro.
Yeah.
That's your exit and canopy ride.
Yeah.
In free fall. Then you pull your parachute.
Yeah. It's a good landing area, too. It's easy to, navigate. The landmarks are easy.
It's an excellent, dude. Working there is fucking great, guys. It is very seasonal, but they do have a staff house. You got your ratings, bro. They hook you up with a bicycle. You get to the drop zone and back. You go speed wing and fly. Not speed wing. You go canopy fly all night.
And I will say they got their operation pretty stacked for tandems.
Oh yeah, there's the planes.
Once
going
they get it, it's up and down,
going.
up and down, up and down, and it's once they're done, they're done.
Your best bet is to have what's that canopy? Oh, what's that right there? As I was packing. And your best bet is to have 2 canopies ready to go. Those are the packing areas. Listen, if you allow shoes on your packing mat, you're making a mistake, man. That's how you keep shit pristine. No shoes, like Lexington. Say what you want. There's no shoes on the packing mat. It's immaculate. It's perfect.
Yeah.
You know? Shake the dirt out, man. We don't need no dirty shit. Look at Casey. Shout out to Casey Pike. That's a freezing ass, cold ass hanger. Hey, Mom, will you put that picture up of the canopy, the blue and white canopy? So you guys, when you get there, so you gotta learn how to lift your canopy up in reverse, right? and then you can turn, grab the toggles, get it stable. Whoa, was windy. That shit was windy. Then you just fucking run, son.
You just run, and
Rears.
then the hardest part is running off the cliff right here, and then it's like, there you are.
Your feet lift up, and it's out, man. Whoa.
It's so fun.
Lean out of the harness, and there you go. Whoa. Hey, the Michaels from Oklahoma were fucking killing it by the end of the day.
Yep.
Yo, those dudes got like 10, 15 loads each, son. They did not stop. And it's so beautiful, you guys. Cali's fun. It's a great
Monterey, I couldn't live there.
Well, it's a retirement town, buddy.
No, I mean, not because of that. I want 6 more degrees.
Oh, warmer?
I want just like 6 more. Every day I wake up, I'm
shot.
like, just 6 more degrees would be
Look at
great.
that shot. That's a paraglider and a skydive canopy.
Oh, that's cool.
That's a perfect shot,
That's
bro.
cool, yeah.
That's magic, man. WazzyCircus Adventures.
What's
Man,
next?
Mexico. I'm trying to pull Mexico off, but it's complicated. Mexico's complicated. Even skydiving in Mexico is complicated.
Yeah, I remember when I got married. It was a little weird.
Yeah, you got married on the beach.
Oh, I skydived into the wedding.
He skydived into the wedding. Fucking hero. This is my dog right here. I'm trying to tell you guys. So you went down in what city?
Playa del Carmen.
You got married in Playa.
Yeah.
So what drop zone? What skydive city? There's no drop zone.
So we didn't know. So here's a picture. That was right there on the beach. And if I can, there's another.
Look at that full head of hair there, buddy.
Yeah, that's.
You look good, Mikey. That's right when I met you. You just did that right. How long y'all been married?
That was 2017. So I had.
You were 2 years into jumping.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was right when I met you. Because you were like, I'm going to skydive in. I was like, how many jumps you got?
Not enough, but I lied.
Yeah, you didn't have enough.
I doctored up that logbook. I did.
You had like 35, 50 jumps?
No, I had I think I had like 100.
Okay, and you needed what, 2?
But I had never done a beach jump.
Yeah.
They wanted, so this is on record, I guess. But yeah, it was a while ago.
It don't matter.
If you can find, there might be a video.
Nobody's
Yeah,
listening.
Jackie, there might be a video in there of the skydive. If you scroll down. In that album.
Yeah, dude was like in the tunnel, like, yeah, I'm going to
Pretty
skydive
sure
in.
pretty sure it's in
Mexico.
that album.
And I had been to Cancun. I was like, it's windy, bro.
Not quite.
I was like, it's windy.
The whole story was a little messed up. I mean, you know how we do.
Yeah. You know how we do.
We were there. I knew I was going to skydive there. That's all I knew, right? I brought the rig.
Right.
A few people had brought Greg had brought his rig with me, or with him, and we knew we were going to skydive. So that's all I knew. But all of a sudden, somebody came running up, and they're like, Mike, they're landing parachutes right out here. I didn't know where they landed.
Right.
So
on the beach.
on Playa, there's a picture of it.
Yeah.
Is that the video? No video. Oh, there is a video somewhere in there. But so there's the altar.
Yeah, good.
There's
now watch him get his ass kicked after the canopy hits the ground.
so
look, there it is. Oh God.
So we get there, and I knew I was going to skydive, but I didn't know where they landed.
Right.
And in Playa, there's like a bunch of resorts on the beach.
Right.
So they're all right next to each other.
That's right.
Well, the one we were staying at's on the end.
Okay.
That's where they land.
Right.
We didn't know that. So somebody
Right.
comes running out, and they said, Mike, they're landing on the beach. So we ran out there and looked, and like, oh my God, they're landing. I go, where are we getting married? And somebody pointed right there, and I went, what?
You better believe
This
it.
is happening.
You
No
better
way. This is
believe
happening.
it. I need the 10 o'clock load. I'll give you $1,000.
Yep. So we went on the beach that day. We were having margaritas, and we were just doctoring up the shit out of that logbook.
Yeah.
Just how many jumps you got? Oh, enough.
Oh,
However many enough is.
What do you need?
Dates? We're just signing different
All
crap
of it.
and whatever we
All
needed.
of it.
Whatever we needed to get 200 jumps in that logbook, we did.
Yes.
And then they wanted to have they wanted you to have a beach landing or two or whatever. And I've been
Oh
to the
yeah.
beach.
Puerto
Oh yeah.
Rico.
At least 3
right
times.
on the boogie.
Yep.
What'd you say?
I was like, oh yeah, I've definitely landed on the beach before.
Which beach?
Yeah,
all of them.
all the beaches.
All the beaches.
The beach.
You know,
Shut up.
what by the ocean? Shout out to the beach.
If you, but it's just like any other beach, but this one, if you there's no outs.
Oh, I was just there.
Yeah, and if you land,
We were there.
Oh, there's the video.
Hey, we were.
It's a little long.
Hey,
Yeah, it's a little bit long. You might want to afford a
so
little bit.
we went on an exploratory trip.
Check this low turn out.
Oh, Michael. Everybody does low turns in Mexico for some reason. Everybody I've ever jumped with, I saw out there did low turns in
That
Mexico.
that was a pilot.
Pilot what? 150?
160 something.
Oh, it's windy though. Look,
It's real windy.
look, he's trying to get in,
And
and Oh, I'm gonna get married. Watch. I'm gonna get married. Oh
Look
shit.
how cool that
Oh
is.
shit. Oh shit. It's windy.
It's very windy. My dad comes running out. He was helping me out.
Yeah, you get drugged a little. You know, it happens. Oh, dude. Hey, I came in hot over the volleyball area. Jackie was out there on the little chair. Dude, I swooped this shit out of it. Oh man, I had people ducking and running.
What resort were you staying at?
We were doing an exploratory trip, so I just hooked up with the drop zone, so we could bring people out.
Skydive Playa?
Mexico.
Oh yeah,
Is that what you guys use?
that's them.
Skydive Mex?
Yeah.
Those are my dudes. So you jumped that little plane that looks like a caravan, but it's not. Is that nice?
I don't know. They might have a different plane now. This was a while back.
What was it?
I think it was. We had a 182.
Okay, no, they have this plane. Dude, the door, it's a European plane, right? The door is a metal sliding door like a van, but it slides on the inside.
On the plane?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it wasn't like that.
It's so badass. Like, fuck these crappy ass doors we got here.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they break. All the fiberglass doors break. They get stuck. It's hard to open. Unless you're Spaceland, they got that shit worked out. Every other drop zone in the country, the doors suck. Right? But this door is like, toof, and it slides open, and you got a full fucking door, and you just get out. It's bad ass, dude.
Huh. But I wonder if, so it slides, it's on the inside. It slides. Oh, okay.
It goes, skadoosh, and it slides on the inside.
It's on the outside, if it slips.
So their deal, it's hard to jump in Mexico. They're jumping through hoops. If you get a skydive in Mexico, those guys have fucking worked hard. And it's not a set thing like you show up to work today and we know where we're landing. They're jumping through hoops, talking to resorts, trying to make it happen.
It's not always the same place.
No.
This was always the same place, that one.
No. Just that week, bro. Just that.
No, that's the one I went. Skydive Mex.
Yeah, you flew out of the same place, but trust me, they don't land on the same beach every time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like it changes. Man, it was awesome. But there are people walking down the beach.
They got a van that comes get you.
You got the van. So what we went down there to find out is how we pull off a WazzyCircus. Did you swim any cenotes when you were there? Of course, yeah. Right. So that's the cenote adventure.
Oh, scuba?
No, just cenote, just snorkeling, man. We're trying to keep it easy so people can do it drunk and stoned and just jump in the water when it's hot.
Cenotes are amazing.
Did you go to Avenida Cinco? You didn't walk down the alley, the whole party thing?
No, we did Tulum.
Oh, yeah, you guys did.
Cenotes
Oh,
and stuff,
my God.
We didn't.
Dude, there's this
for the wedding. We didn't really leave we were just hanging out.
Of course.
Yeah, with everybody.
So we stayed in the city. We didn't stay in the resort. So we got robbed a couple times. We had a crazy adventure.
You had robbed?
Oh yeah, we were fucking around drunk, walking the city.
Somebody took money from you?
Oh, we demanded it.
What?
Dude, we got in arguments. Dude, we went big. We were there. Me and my wife are on an exploratory trip for the company.
Okay.
LLC, baby. Yeah. So we were going to test the limits and see what we could do and what was safe or not. And we didn't do anything too crazy.
If you don't stay at the resorts, it's not safe. So that's their answer there.
So we stayed in the city.
Yeah, don't do that.
And we walked around at night.
Yeah, don't do that.
Oh, we did, but I know what to do now. Go to the resort.
Just go to the resort.
Well,
it's all inclusive.
Avenida Cinco. Yeah. But hold on, no, the city's more fun than resort, man.
You can go off. You can rent scooters.
Now, fuck that. We got it worked out now.
All right.
We're going to stay at the resort, and it'll be all-inclusive now. Even though the Airbnb we're trying to buy is not going to be in a resort. It's going to be this beautiful thing with a pool-top bar, a rooftop pool and shit. It's
in Mexico?
Crazy. Dude, Playa's dope, dude. Playa's dope. But anyway,
I love Playa.
Avenida Cinco. Can we look up Avenida Cinco? Trust me. And this shit is dope. It's got to be like 4 miles long, and it's this alley section. And it's like any other part of like South America. There's restaurants and bars every 5 fucking feet, right? And there's people outside.
But this isn't a resort area.
Come inside. No, this is in the city, and it goes on, dude. It's like a carnival. It's like carnival.
In Playa,
dude. You walk, and there's fire, and there's people dancing, and there's artwork, and there's people selling stuff, and there's this place, and there's tequila tastings, and there's art. There's like art galleries, and there's restaurants and bars, and there's It's like being on Molly, kind of.
All right.
Walking, every step is like colorful and bright and in your fucking face, dude. And we loved it. Like you got to get off the fucking.
We did.
A resort is an apartment with free food, man.
We hired us a homie.
Good. Okay.
No, his name was Homie.
Okay.
He owned Homie Scooters. Shout out to Homie Scooters.
Avenida Cinco.
And so we were there for the second day. Homie rents out scooters. So we ran a scooter the whole time.
That's sick.
So we're going to get scooters. So we would go through the city. Dasha and I would go through the city and stuff. And
did you eat at any places in the city?
Yeah. So we came up to Homie and we said, hey, Homie, how much to rent you? And he says, what do you mean? He said, well, I want you to take me to all the places that you can't go without, I don't want to go on that tour bus over there with all the white people. I want to go with you, and I want you to show me where they can't go.
Right.
He says, cool. So we went to homie's house.
Sick.
We got all the snorkeling gear and all the stuff, and he took us to all the cool places.
Avenida Cinco.
That's cool.
Dude, that's the cool place that you can't go. That's locals only kind of. Man, there's a lot of white people there.
So homie.
There's a lot. Dude, it's an international place.
So we asked him to take us to a real Mexican restaurant, like some place that you can't, not like in Playa, Main City. And we literally pulled into this neighborhood, and he pulled in this driveway, and this garage opened up, and inside the garage was a restaurant.
Killer.
And you go in, and I mean, it was just this crazy, authentic Mexican food.
So good.
Literally in somebody's house, but it had chairs and tables and stuff, and and inside somebody's garage.
See what I'm saying? They jump through hoops.
Awesome.
They make it happen.
Yeah,
they're gonna make it happen. They don't need a building. They're doing it in the garage. Skydiving, they don't need a drop zone. They're gonna find a fucking spot where they can land.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yo, we pulled in this place. Was that Jamaica? No, that was Mexico. We pulled in this place, and it was a restaurant. And we pulled in, and we try to walk up and get menus and sit down. Right? We're like, whatever. And a girl walks up. And we're like, okay. We were like, por favor, I got a little Spanish, couple of these, couple of that. She goes, no. Pollo. We're
Chicken.
Like, sí, pollo. Okay, pollo tacos. And she's like, no. Pollo y arroz. We're like, oh, okay. She's like, no, that's all we got is this one dish. That's it.
Oh.
That's all we do.
She was telling you this is all we have.
This is what we do.
Like, not like you can't have this other stuff. No, but this is all we don't have it.
Yeah, the menu doesn't, fuck that menu, she was saying. Pollo y arroz.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? And we're like, okay.
Fuck the menu.
Maybe $6.
Uh-huh.
Right? Oh, my God. We were smacking each other across the table. It was so fall off the bone, delicious, charcoal grilled, wood-fired chicken.
That's all they needed.
With the rice.
They don't need anything else
You
on the
don't
menu.
need anything else, dude. The food was fucking so good, yo. We stopped at one place. Like every place, it's like $3 a person for everything you could possibly want.
If you get off the strip, it can be inexpensive.
Yeah, we didn't know about the strip until the end. We were like, maybe we should stay over there so we don't get robbed again.
There's a give and a take, right? You want $3 food, you're gonna get robbed for $3.
Hey, I'll give them 100 pesos and get robbed to go where we went. Man, the stress sucks. Next time I just won't argue. Just don't argue. Just give them money.
They come up and they're like, "Give me money."
Oh, dude, it's.
But not all of it. Just whatever you want.
No, they give you a number.
Oh, they give you a number.
They give you a specific number. They'll pull out
very
batons,
specific number.
Do roadblocks. They'll pull out fucking dude.
This is people or called police?
No, these are people. These are fucking
and ready to go. Like,
dude, it's crazy.
But that's crazy that they don't just say all of it. They're just like, oh, we have a number that's a reasonable
like,
number.
Dude, it's a long story.
We have a reasonable amount
each time, but each time
there's where you're not going to come back with police.
Hey, the crew with the batons and the roadblocks had a number, and the guy with the vest and the scooter had a number, and with the cop. I was like,
at least the numbers there. Yeah,
I was so fed up. I said, "Fuck it, I want the police." When do you don't want the police in Mexico? I was like, "Policia, ahora, right fucking now." I'm sick of getting robbed in this bitch by the police because it was a cop. I was like, "Bring the other cops," and then after that, he's like, "Go, get the fuck out of here."
You didn't want to mess around.
Hey, so me and Jackie went and hit the car because we were supposed to go pay. We were supposed to go get some money and come back. We were like, "Fuck that." We hid it in the garage. We had a garage at our place. Yo, it's crazy in them streets, son. Yeah. It's crazy in the streets, but it was so much fun.
Yeah.
It was screaming fun. I mean, because nothing happened bad. And, everybody else was super nice. So what we figured out, for you guys, we went down there and tested the limits, and now we know what's right. We'll have a bus pick us up at the airport, take us to the resorts. That's all inclusive. You'll have, excuse me, you have your own condo with all-inclusive food. We'll land at the beach in front of the condos so your family can come. Here's the deal for the playa trip. It's not a WazzyCircus rage trip. Or it could be. It could be. But my vision is, I mean, if you guys pay, you come. But my vision is you get to bring your spouse and you get to skydive and you're never 20 minutes from them. Like, you put your gear on there. Get on the van like you did.
Yeah.
The drop zones.
We drove to the drop zone.
So we'll have a van. We'll have the bus that we have.
Yeah.
Jackie will probably drive it, right? We'll get on the bus. She'll drop us off at the airport and drive back. The plane will drop us off 20 minutes later at the resort. So you're going to land with your family while they play volleyball or they're swimming or snorkeling or drinking. So they're not like at the drop zone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you get to skydive and you're never apart.
That's kind of a big deal when you're out skydiving too. Depending on the drop zone, Some of them, it takes a long time to get through that shit, like Monterey. You know, you're sitting there
right,
for
and
hours
they're just sitting around. And what do they do? It's not fair
Boring.
to them. It's not
Yeah.
fair to Jackie.
Yep.
Like, luckily she has schoolwork. She's trying to get another master's or something, so she's working on something. But if she didn't have that, she'd be pissed.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So Playa, we figured it out, and then we'll skydive, get 2 or 3 jumps, get a fat lunch, get a nap, and then we'll go cenote all night. And cenote are these beautiful pools.
There's so much cool shit to do there, though.
There's so much cool shit.
You can do fishing trips. You can go on. You can
it's
so I rented a jet ski there and almost died.
Okay, why?
Well, because I thought it would be cool to jump off the jet ski. Because when you're on the jet ski, you got your.
See, it's not their fault.
No, it's my fault.
Yes, okay.
Anytime, it's always 100% my fault all the time.
I thought you like because there was crocodiles. Or something.
No. I never. No, trust me. Any story I give you is usually because I'm stupid.
Okay.
Something dumb. And so I'm on this jet ski, and I get out and I look down and I'm like, oh my god, there's coral and there's fish and shit down there, and I'm like, cool. So I took my life jacket off, put it on the jet ski, and I was like, I'm just gonna jump in, dive down there real quick, and come right back up. I dive down. I'm looking at everything. I got a little mask on. And I'm like,
yeah, goggles. Okay.
And I come back up. Fucking jet ski is way over there. I mean, the current is crazy. And I was at one point, I shit you not, man. I was on my back trying to get to shore. I was like, fuck that jet ski. At some point, I had to say, fuck the jet ski. I couldn't get to it. It was gone. And I'm pretty far out from the shore.
Oh my god!
I could see the shore, obviously. But now I'm on my back, and I'm like. Just kicking. And at one point, I'm like, I think I might die.
I was gonna ask you, you didn't have a cord or nothing to you had no safety line, nothing. You just said, fuck the jet ski in that high ass wind.
I used a lot of my efforts to try to get to the jet ski.
No, when you jumped off of it, you were not tethered to this thing. You had no safety line.
Nothing.
What possessed you to do that?
I didn't realize how fast the current was.
And the water's 10, 20 feet deep.
That's it. Yeah, so I just wanted to dive down real quick and dive right back.
I know that's it because we dive, right?
Yeah.
But 20 feet down is 20, 30 seconds, 45 seconds of swimming, 20 seconds up. More than a minute.
Yeah, about a minute.
About a minute.
Yeah. I didn't think
of the jet ski just blowing at 40 miles an hour.
Blowing.
The wind is hitting it, and it's getting pushed by the current.
There was not much wind. It was current.
Current? How fast? Okay, so it's about.
I didn't know.
It's an eighth of a mile from you. It's far. It's a couple blocks.
It was a block.
It was a block, and then still moving.
And so I'm sitting there just trying to get to it.
Is it blowing out or toward the shore? It's blowing out.
It's like if the shore
down
is just down that way.
Playa is going down the shore.
Yeah. So I was just like trying to get to it, and I used a lot of my energy trying to get to it.
You're like,
eventually, I was like, "Fuck that jet ski! I got to get to shore because I'm running out of energy."
And you're far from your resort now, and where you rented it.
I just want to get to the beach.
I know, but distance wise, you've moved.
Yeah. So I got on my back and I'm just paddling, and at one point,
you feel the buoyancy? Like was the salt water helping, or was it swimming?
I'm dense.
Are you dense?
Dude, I don't float for shit.
Yeah. It's not just a black thing. It's just dense bones. White people have it too.
No, I'm just a dense person. Like fat people will.
No, it's a bone thing.
Is it?
It's a bone thing. Oh. It's a calcium density in your bones. Right? Some bones are airy, and those people float.
I don't have airy bones. I got lead bones.
Dense bones, so you sink.
Yeah. So I'm sinking. So the only time that I'm above water is if I hold my breath, and my face is like this.
Okay, so when people say black people can't swim, it's because their bones are dense.
They can't swim. I can't float.
Yeah, they can't float.
I can't float.
So you sink.
I sink.
So
really
you're on
easy.
your back.
I'm on my back, just trying to swim to shore, and I'm not making a lot of headway. And at one point, I'm not lying to you.
Quick question.
At one point, I went, I might drown.
So Lake Travis. On your back or the ocean? Do you have more buoyancy in Travis? I mean, in the ocean than Travis?
The ocean is just a lot more wind and current and waves. So I would much rather be on Lake Travis.
But you don't think you have more buoyancy in the salt water?
I couldn't tell.
I'm just curious.
Okay.
So you're about to die.
I'm about to die. There I was.
No shit.
By the way, I need to do that. So
yeah,
there I was. And all of a sudden I look and there's a boat. Little guy in a boat come over. And he came. I'm like, oh God. So he got me in the boat. And then we drove over, and he got me to the jet ski. And at that point, they had noticed the shore had noticed that their jet ski didn't have a person on it, so they came out. So they came out too. And at that point, I'm trying to play it off. I'm like, oh, it's good, everything's good. I'll take it in. We'll drive it in.
And they were trying to take it.
Yeah, they're like, we're take it in, and we're like, I'm done. I'm good. So, yeah, don't.
You got to tether.
You got to tether. Well, there was no tether.
Well, you got to. Okay.
I didn't have a run.
All right, so listen, my friends, if you plan to dive off your jet ski,
Make sure you have it done.
To go snorkel, man, which is, why not? You're supposed to. Go snorkel, go have fun. Tether or anchor.
I didn't, that thing was so far away when I came up. I was just down there for a second, looked around, came right back to the surface.
What was that feeling of, was it terror, or were you calm about dying for a second?
Well, at first it wasn't, at first I was like, I'll just swim to it. No problem. But
when
the
you
harder I
realized-
swam, the further away it got. And that's when I went, okay, now I have to go to shore. And then I'm on my back trying to get to shore and just running out of energy. And I'm looking, I would every now and then turn around and look at the shore, and I'm not getting that much closer. And I'm thinking, nobody knows I'm out here. I'm running out of energy. I'm not making a lot of headway. I don't know if I'm
gonna make it.
I don't know if I'll make it.
Were you ever scared of marine life?
I just remember thinking that.
Yeah.
But I ain't giving up.
While you're fucking floating in the ocean without a life jacket?
I'm not giving up, though. Yeah.
What was your main motivation? Did Dasha say
yes?
Yes.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, that's all I could think about.
I've been like, I want to fly my paramotor. I'm just kidding.
I was like, there's no way this is how this is going down. This is the story.
Yeah. This is it.
What did he do? Oh, he jumped off a jet ski in Mexico. He didn't realize there was current.
He wanted to see a fishy.
I wanted to see a fish.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
That was a bad one. That was talking about that now. That's probably one of the closest times I've ever got to dying.
Wow, I don't know my closest.
I mean, I've been in a lot of sketchy situations, but not ones where I thought to myself, "This could be it."
Yeah.
Brought to you. What do you? How's your drink doing?
My drink is empty. We're about to get to that.
My drink is empty.
I want to get to that. Okay, so one time, I don't know. There's two times. One time in retrospect, I thought we could have both got fucking eaten. Because we hopped in we were in this private tour in Costa Rica on some shit. The crocodile. We hopped in we've told the story, but we're in a fucking pond that nobody's been to in months with a crocodile. And we're fucking swimming around. That was fucked up. Another time I was lost in a storm cloud with a tandem. And I was like, dude, we're never getting down. We're going to go up to 30,000 feet and freeze. It was one of those moments. There I was, thought I was going to die. But yeah, I can't even breathe right now. Listen, dude, being lost in the ocean. That's what I was asking about buoyancy. I've thought about it because there was a football player that got, he spun his boat and he got thrown overboard and he had to swim back to shore. And he was miles out from Florida, right? And he made it in. I was like, could I do it? Mm. And I know the buoyancy of the salt water would help you swim so you just can't give up.
You can get to a point on your back where you float proper.
But what about the terror?
You have to slow down. You have to slow down, and you have to.
Just think of sharks.
Oh, I don't care about them. Sharks don't scare me, not even a little bit.
Really?
Nope.
They're not like pit bulls of the sea.
No, none of them. There's like three aggressive species of sharks, and there's like thousands that are not. When you start learning about sharks and how they hunt, how they feed, which ones are dangerous, which ones are not, you start to once you understand them, they have 3 sensory organs, and if you damage those organs, they're dead, and they know that. So most sharks aren't going to mess with stuff that looks like it might hurt them. Number 2, they hunt at night; they don't hunt during the day.
Right.
Number 3, there's no shark. There's no shark eats. They don't eat people. They bite.
Right.
And there's only like 2 aggressive. You got great whites and white tips. That's the only 2 aggressive, and maybe tiger sharks.
And those are all in cold water.
Cold water, Hawaii. I mean, there's some in Hawaii. There's some white tips in Hawaii. There's no great whites in Hawaii.
Well, we're in Playa, so I don't know, man. Being lost in the ocean sucks.
I've been around hundreds of sharks under the water.
Dude, I've been in the middle of Travis on a windy day, and my boat's been rocked. I'm like, what if I got thrown over and I couldn't get back on board? Could I make it to shore?
You could.
I could, but that'd be fucking terrifying.
You just have to. So the problem with the ocean, the difference is when you're.
That's why you wear a life vest.
When you're on Lake Travis, there's no current moving you, so you're actually making headway
against
wind. So if you can just hold your. I mean, if you can swim calmly on your back, which most people can, you can make it to shore on a lake.
Speaking of, let me tell this fucking story of my buddy Mike. I had just met you. I just got my boat. We're out on Travis having fun. We're pulling up to the island. We're about to fucking dock, and you guys pop up in front of the boat. I have to hit reverse not to hit you.
Where was that? Oh, with the
Off the island. You guys were like, oh, we got sunglasses and iPhones.
Scuba diving?
Yeah. You and the whole team popped. I was like, you guys, that's dangerous.
We knew where you were.
No, you didn't, because there was no ball. There was nothing. There was no flag. There was nothing indicating that you guys were diving there. And I was pulling up with the fam, and you guys just popped out of the water, and you said you got lost.
Oh, because we're on the
You were on the other side of the island.
You didn't get lost. You just
you weren't near your flag.
Yeah.
So I almost hit you guys, and I was like, that's my friend Mike.
It's crazy down there because when you're down there scuba diving, all the sound sounds like it's right above you all the time. Like every boat that goes by,
hundreds of boats,
and then all the boats sounds like it's going around. We had we were diving right by the island. I mean, we weren't far out from the island, so there wasn't a lot.
No, you were there, but the island, we moor on the island.
Yeah.
Like I just tossed the anchor on the land, and the wind pulls us out.
Yep.
It was just so crazy cool.
But we were supposed to meet out there, so we knew you were going to be around.
I know, but it was crazy cool to see my friend just pop out like, oh, hey, it's Mike. Yeah, you're like, yeah, I got like 4 pairs of Oakleys and an iPhone or some watches or some shit.
Yeah.
That's cool. So, what is dry suit? Why is the dry suit different?
So dry suit certificate, we got dry suit certified in Monterey because the water's cold.
Yeah.
So dry suit is a wetsuit. Is a neoprene layer, and the water, your body temperature keeps the water. There's a layer of water between your skin and the suit, and your body warms the water. It's a very thin layer, but that's what keeps you warm.
Right.
The neoprene also is a little bit of insulation, but a dry suit is you wear clothes underneath it.
Really?
Like regular old, like nice warm clothes. Usually not jeans, but usually a onesie and like nice socks and no water gets in there
at all.
And it's a layer of air between you and the water. And
is it much warmer?
Oh, way warmer.
Why would you need a certification for that over the neoprene?
Because the way that first of all, it's way bulkier. It's a lot different types. What happens is there's the air fills the suit and can move around the suit. So it's a different type of buoyancy control. And then also a bigger one is like sometimes like if you are in shallower water, you don't fill the whole suit up with air because it'll pull you to the surface. So you have to move that air around inside the suit to kind of keep your buoyancy correct. And if you don't do it right, it'll all go to your feet. And then
now your head down.
Not just that, but then all of a sudden your feet go above your head, and then you float to the surface like a buoy.
Yeah, your head down, and your feet are up. Yeah.
So you got to know how to get out of that.
So you're actually
and deal with
flying
that.
the suit.
What's that?
You're flying the suit.
Flying the suit.
Well, yeah. Well, you're flying the bubble.
Yeah, so you move it around.
Your feet, you're going down.
Yeah.
You're flying.
So I mean, there was at one point where my suit actually had a leak in the foot, which sucks. That water was 50 degrees. Cold.
Oh, it's cold as fuck. I learned to surf there.
So my foot kept getting cold. So I would every now and then I would dip down, and all the air would go up to my feet, and I'm like, it's cold. Nice. No, it's nice because the warm air from your chest.
Oh, will go to your foot.
Would go to my foot.
Oh, that's.
And I'm like, that's nice. And then I would move my feet down, and then all the air would come back.
Can you control the air in your suit and let some out for buoyancy?
Yep. So there's a jet on the left hand side.
Okay.
And you kind of control it with that. It's automatic.
Right.
So if you just move the air there, it'll all come out.
Is there an automatic system where, like, if you're worried, it'll take you up slowly?
It does. It does. It's kind of an automatic system.
Okay.
But you add air with a chest valve. And it's actually better that the deeper you go because you can add more air to the suit, which means you're warmer. Because when you're at 15, 20 feet, you only get a little air.
Right.
Because otherwise you float.
You're 100 feet.
Yep. So when you get down to 40, 50, 60, 70 feet, you actually have a full suit of air, and the air gets real warm.
So weight? How much weight you wearing?
Like 25 pounds.
Wow.
Like a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
You got like
plus
it's 70. It's all the gear because you're wearing not only all your clothes and stuff, but you're wearing the dry suit, which is heavy. The dry suit's like 14, 15 pounds. I think it's like 75 pounds worth of stuff.
Shit, Monterey, that's a deep trench.
We went down to about 50. That's it, 45.
But did you look down in the canyons or anything? How did it look down there?
No, we went down. Do you know where?
How far away were you from the sound?
The sound?
The sound. Were those two pipes? Those two that factory with the two smokestacks?
That's where it is.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's the deepest trench.
Well, no, but on the right hand side, there's where they train everybody.
Okay.
Apparently, Monterey is one of the largest people get certified there.
Yeah.
Because you just walk right out in the ocean. And there's like a big sandy area, and then there's 3 like dive sites. One's like a little kelp forest.
Yeah.
One on the right's just like this wall.
Did you go through the kelp forest?
Uh-huh. And the kelp forest is amazing.
I know.
The life in cold water is totally different than life in the tropics.
Okay.
It's amazing.
Because it's more mammals and what?
Just different. More crabs, more lobsters, more just different colors. The kelp forests are amazing. The fish are different.
And the kelp forest was 20, 50 feet?
It depends on the depth, but I mean they can get up to hundreds of feet.
Right.
Yeah, or 100 maybe. Not hundreds. I shouldn't say that. 50-foot kelp forest, 60-foot kelp
What's
forest.
the wildest thing you've seen underwater?
Manta ray maybe.
Okay, a big one.
But I've swam a place in Australia called Shark. Fish Rock in Australia, and you go there and you'll dive with hundreds of sharks, like they'll bump it into you.
Really?
Yeah.
So I've swam with like 22 nurse sharks. That was a wild experience.
Nurse sharks are wild because their teeth are crazy. They look like great whites,
but they're just docile. Fucking.
Yeah. The first time I ever dove with sharks was in an aquarium in Sydney.
Me too.
Big sharks.
Me too.
Big sharks. And then we went to Fish Rock, and there's this alleyway where all these fish come in. It's kind of a current between these two little islands. This current kind of comes through, and the sharks during the day they go into this kind of sleep phase. They're just kind of roaming around. That's not when they eat. Most sharks are going after injured fish.
Right.
You look like a crazy, bubbly, fucking crazy thing underwater.
Yeah.
You're like, here, you know what I mean? You don't look like something they want to mess with.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so it's to a shark, if you damage their sensory organs, their eyes, or their gills, they can't hunt and they can't eat and they'll die. And they know that. So they don't fuck with shit that they think can mess them up.
Right.
So when you start learning that and you learn which ones are dangerous and which ones aren't, great whites, yeah, they're big and they'll come over and take a chunk out of you. But they don't eat people. They're just got a big mouth. So when they bite it, it's usually people bleed out. White tips are not known. Tiger sharks are known to attack a little bit, but that's really it. There's not a lot of shark attacks at all. And I in Australia,
shark attack, nigga.
In Australia, get these motherfucking sharks. So in Australia, we actually did a shark feed. That was crazy.
Okay.
You take these tuna heads, put them in this cage, and they lower it down from the boat, and then they remove it. And I mean, hundreds of sharks. It looks like a bait ball of shark.
Mm-hmm.
You know what a bait ball is?
Yeah.
Shark bait ball. And then it's in this place called the amphitheater where you sit. You have to let all the air out of your BCD, and some of us had to hold rocks to hold us down. Right. You just kind of sit and watch the show. And these sharks come from all over the place. They're knocking off people's masks, and they're eating the shit out of these tuna. And you know what's funny about it? The more dangerous fish was like the potato cod. These things are like 500 or 600 pounds. Huge fish, cod. And they come in and they're like swatting. They're swatting sharks off left and right to get to the tuna heads.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, so sharks, they don't mess with you.
I heard barracuda are really aggressive too.
Yeah, I got a funny story about that. If you want to talk about
scuba
diving all day, we can. I don't know how much time we got.
Let's go.
But I had a scuba diving. I had a barracuda follow me around for like 4 dives in a row when I did a liveaboard dive.
Really?
Same one.
He's fucking with you.
Same one, because I was messing with this female. There was a female, and I didn't know. I was going over there following one around. This thing was following me around, and I thought at first I was making it up. And then other divers were like, no, that fish was following you around. Like, that fish did not like you at all. Like, that fish was not liking you, because he would follow me everywhere I went, and then he would follow me when I was on the mooring line, and he'd follow me when I was getting back in the boat. And the first time I mentioned it, nobody believed me. They're like, no, that's not true. They don't do that. And then they were like, yeah, that fish does
I'd have shot his ass with a spear gun.
Fish is not. Those fish are mean looking.
Yeah, they're fucked. Those teeth are fucked.
Did you see that video where a big barracuda ate a shark?
No.
Yeah, one of the bigger barracudas you can't. I've never seen one that big, but
it ate a shark.
A shark.
Holy fuck.
Not a big shark, but it ate a shark.
Oh, look at that
That's a
potato
potato
cod.
cod. Yeah, it's a potato
Jesus. Cod. How big are they?
They can get huge. How big? They can get, I think, 600-700 pounds.
Man,
that's as big as a couch.
Fucking fish.
It's the size of a couch.
Yeah, the ocean's fucked up. Look at them lips. Look at them lips.
Yeah, we've been in. We did diving where like there's a coral spawning. We've been in where all the coral are actually spawning.
Uh-huh.
We've been in that, and that's when all the fish come in. They'll eat the.
You swam in coral cum?
Coral, yeah.
That's awesome. Hey, let's get to. We're running out of time. Mike, I love you, man. We talk all day. We haven't started yet. Mike's going to teach us how to make an old fashioned on the WazzyCircus Radio. He said it was the real way.
All right, so this is So I'm ready for a drink. You ready for a drink?
I'm ready for a drink.
All right, so we're gonna make a real old fashioned. Well, this is an old fashioned where my friends Tanya and Randy got me this for my birthday. It's a little kit here.
All right.
So my voice is going to kind of go in and out
Yeah,
when
good.
I'm doing this. So I'm going to grab some stuff.
All right.
So we already chose our wood. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually burn some wood, and we're actually going to soak the ice and the glass in the smoke.
Sweet.
Let that permeate, and then we're going to go ahead and add our ingredients.
So you want to grab the glasses now?
Yeah.
All right. So I've got a cooler over here. He's got
cooler,
two
ice.
chilled cups and a bunch of dry ice, and he has round ice balls.
Yep. So these cups are we're just gonna drink out of here. So you can put the ice. I need the 2 round balls in our glasses.
Okay.
And then this thing's pretty sweet. It you put your wood chips. Let's see if I can get a camera. You put your wood chips in there.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna burn them. And I brought a torch.
Check this
here.
out. This is the mold for the ice balls.
Sweet. So you just kind of put a bunch of ice in here.
That's fucking cool. I've got ice molds of the Millennium Falcon. I can make a Millennium Falcon ice.
Really?
I can't make ice balls.
So the way to do the ice proper is to use filtered ice.
Mm-hmm.
So that way they come out nice and clear. But we weren't bougie for the WazzyCircus show,
Real quick,
so we're gonna
put it on me, Mom. There's the ice. There's the ice ball.
Yeah. So if you filter your ice first, or distill it and filter it, it'll be super clear.
But we didn't do that on the WazzyCircus Radio.
I didn't have time to grab it out of the freezer, but and we're also gonna need a little ice out of there too, Waz. If you want to fill this guy up with a little bit of ice.
Okay. So he just gave me a tumbler. I'm reaching the cooler, getting some ice.
Just a little. So this thing, we're gonna burn this.
Explain what that looks like, Mike.
I did, yeah.
For
So,
people that are listening.
yeah, so there's some wood chips on top here. Yeah, we can see it there. And then we're gonna torch that and then put it over our glass. And then we're gonna put the top on it, and that'll help the ice and the glass permeate that smoke.
All right.
Some people put the liquid in there too. I don't prefer it because it gets a little too smoky, and I don't like super smoke. We got ourselves a little fire hazard here at the studio. Waz, can I see your lighter?
Oh, yes. Oh, no, it's in the car.
Really?
Oh, Jesus.
We gotta have that. I'll continue on making that if you want to run out.
All right. Yeah.
It'll be a second.
Do we have to pause it? No. It's in the.
So yeah, because I'll just make the drink.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make 2 out of this one. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we did about 2 ounces of bullet. That's gonna give us about 4 drinks. I'm sorry, 2 drinks. And we're gonna use orange bitters. And we have 2 drinks. So I'm gonna use a full eyedropper for this. All right. Next up, I'm gonna cut a little bit of lemon zest. You can use orange or lemon. I didn't have an orange, so we're using lemon. What's it?
Whatever works.
We're gonna put this on the rim. And we've got maraschino cherry. So normally just like, I don't know, you don't need a lot of this. It should be enough. Maybe a spoonful or so, but not too much.
Are those sweet?
Yeah, that's going to be sweet. It's going to add your sweetness to it. But that's really it. I mean, it's a very boozy drink. You got your orange bitters and your maraschino cherries. We'll also put a maraschino cherry in our drink afterwards when we're done. And then we'll go ahead and stir this up. Perfect. Cool. Nice work. I literally just got done, too. We didn't waste no time.
Sweet, sweet.
All right. So now we're going to go crazy with this. Now, normally you want to use not this. Like, this is a little overkill.
All right, it's all good. We're the WazzyCircus Radio, Ghetto Bird style, baby. Let's get it.
All right.
Yo, guys, I went pig hunting for the first time yesterday. That was a fucking adventure, son.
We're going to go ahead and...
This just reminds me of Texas. Pig hunting, whiskey, and fire. You know what I mean? That's what we had. We had fire and whiskey. ARs, a 308. Okay, so Mike's he's got a torch, and he's got a wood thing with a screen. It's a wood ring with a screen in it, and he's got wood chips on it, and he's burning it over the glass with the round ice ball in it. This is a lot for a drink, dog.
It's a good drink. There it goes.
There it goes. So it's burning more now?
Yeah, so we want the...
We got fire.
This is funneling all the smoke into the drink.
Yeah, man. So, we hiked and found some baby pigs.
So look here, see?
Look at that. So now there's smoke in the glass. We're smoking out the... You have two of those?
I'm just going to make the one for you. We'll make the one.
Okay.
I'm going to waste a lot of time with the smoke.
You're not going to make one for yourself?
Yeah, I'll make them.
Okay. Because after this, we'll have you read the book, and we got to end it up because we're out of time. So.
Yep.
All right. That smells delicious.
Yeah, so we rim the rim with a little lemon zest or orange.
Oh, there's no fire alarm there. It is.
It's not that much smoke.
Okay.
So I don't like using that thing because it's a mess.
So this is the type of shit Mike does, man. Where were we at? We were in Port A. That's smoky as fuck. Oh, the guitar. I have that video. Hey, Port A, we caught a fish, and you made a fucking... What'd you make?
Oh, we made... it was like almost like a sushi.
Oh, it was so good. We caught a fish, and he, chopped it up and made some fresh shit. Yo, we're in Monterey, California. We walk into some restaurant, a Russian restaurant. This guy's in love. The owner's in love with old rock and roll. Mike picks up a guitar. That's a lot of smoke, Mike.
I know. That'll be a first, right?
Ugh. All right. Oh shit! You're gonna get in trouble. This might be the last WazzyCircus Radio in Austin.
Let's cheers.
All right, cheers to you, man. Thanks for being on the show, buddy.
You're welcome.
So this dude's traveling the world right now. He goes places for a while and comes back because he does what the fuck he wants to do. Hey, there's cool people like this in the sport of skydiving. These are my friends. These are your friends. This is your family. Mike, start reading your story. We gotta get the fuck out of here before we get kicked out.
You got it. So
yeah, we rent this studio space. All right, here we go.
Oh, we're gonna taste it. We got cheers here.
Toast.
What do you think?
Toast to you, man. Oh wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's weird. That's a lot of work for that.
Yeah. Well, it's my favorite drink.
All right, on.
Yeah.
It's delish.
So we'll go ahead and so this is from No Shit There I Was, Thought I Was Gonna Die.
Skydiving stories compiled by, is it Tim Long? Who the authors? That is pretty good.
Tim Long and Doug Gar.
Doug Gar.
Nice, right?
That is good. Man, Mike, I can see you drinking an old-fashioned playing the guitar by a fire somewhere. You're a hell of a musician. This motherfucker's a hell of a musician.
Oh, thank you.
Like, when he took over that restaurant, we rocked. I've got the video on my phone. I still got it. I still look at it sometimes, man. That was fun.
That was a good night.
That was a good night.
This was, this was back in the day. I used to play a little bit.
Yeah, this dude was in a band. Hey, real quick. Oh, man, I hate we don't have enough time. I would really love to go on entrepreneurship. This dude creates businesses and sells them. That's how he makes his money. That's how he's traveling the world. You guys talking about, you hear him saying he's staying here, he's staying there, he's going to Aruba. Dude, it's because he works hard and he believes when most people are trying to get jobs, he creates them. And that's how I think you've done it. And then you taught me about investing. You got me into investing. You've told me the world, we got to do this again because there's a lot more effort. There's a lot more. It's just so fun seeing you. We got to talk about fun shit, but there's a lot of cool shit that you can help people with. Like, he does investing, little forums on Facebook, little classes, and tells you, like, how to get in, how to get out, stop loss, la, la, la. It's really cool. It's really intricate. I made a bunch of money with you. Right? I bought that car out there with that loot. I got
I'm glad.
Yeah, like, dude,
yeah.
like, it was really fun. It was, like, a really cool ride. and then everything crashed, and I got out, and I was like, I'm not going
it's hard.
in.
The markets are changing. It's hard to decide which way you want to go with it.
But on our ride, I thought I couldn't lose. I thought the market, I was like, why doesn't everybody invest? We made so much money, and then it went sour, and I was like, oh, this is why.
Get out, yeah.
This is why people don't invest.
Yeah.
So luckily I got out because of your guidance. I really appreciate it. And I remember you were like, you're not allowed to do it exactly because legally you can't give advice unless you're...
I'm not a financial advisor. So
right, you're not that. You're just a friend that's made a lot of loot.
I can say stuff.
Yeah. I mean, you do it. Average day in the morning, what do you pull when you... 3 hours of work, maybe?
About an hour.
About an hour, and what do you pull in a day? What's your daily where you quit to sustain your lifestyle?
About $1,000.
$1,000 a day.
Well, that's just day trading.
WazzyCircus gets to go to the tunnel every fucking day for 8 hours and don't earn fucking $1,000 a day. It's a beautiful thing, man. I love everything you've done. I love all the things you've exposed me to. Man, we almost started a boat parachute business. Okay.
That was close. I wanted to do that.
I know. My wife said you're not hanging out on the boat all day. All right.
So story time?
Story time.
Story time.
Hey, guys. Thank you for checking us out. Please check us out on Patreon. If you made it this far, go ahead, like, subscribe, and go ahead and just give us $5 so we can bring on more guests like Mike. He's only here for a couple of days. It was hard to grab him. I want to fly people in. There's more things we want to do. I can only do it with your help. Thank you. Keep your head on the swivel and hook that shit. We got to get out of here before the fucking fire department comes. Mike Hurrell.
All through the late 70s and early 80s, I worked as an aircraft mechanic. I was at Oceanside Airport working for an outfit called Aero Pacific. We were rebuilding and refurbishing Helio couriers and Helio Stallions. I know they sound like helicopters, but they were actually fixed-wing STOL aircraft that were used in mostly Vietnam. Anyway, we just outfit new turbochargers on one particular Helo courier, and we needed to test it. I grabbed the 2 strong pilot rigs we had in the shop, which, being a rigger and a jumper, I had packed and maintained, along with a bottle of oxygen, and we went up to 20,000 feet. I was in the right seat, and we were directly over the airport at about 19,000 feet when an oil line failed. We shut down the engine and started a nice controlled spin back down to the airport. I glanced out at the window and noticed how really high up we were. I thought, what the hell? Looked at my boss and said, hey, this is sort of an emergency, right? It really wasn't. We were fine. But he nodded, so I said, I'm going to jump. I had no altimeter, but had made probably 50 bandit jumps over the years at Oceanside. So I took a couple of good sucks on the oxygen bottle, pushed open the door, and got out. I never jumped from that kind of high altitude. After about 10 seconds, I decided it was way too friggin' cold, so I rolled over on my back and did a few practice pulls. When I flipped back over, I'd been in free fall for what I thought was a very long time. But how high was I? I didn't know, but I was still way too high to pull. When I felt the air getting warmer and things started looking more normal, I got as big as I could and pulled the ripcord as close to $2,000 as I could. I didn't want to blow up the only canopy I had, nor get blown away from the airport under a round. I landed right next to the hangars. Nick Giovanni.
That was a nice story.
That wasn't too bad.
That wasn't too bad.
That wasn't too bad. There was a couple other ones where somebody died.
Yeah. Right on, man. Hey, guys, thanks for supporting. Hey, advice. Give us some advice for a new jumper. Somebody setting out, trying to go, because we didn't even get to Egypt. You jumped the pyramids. We didn't even get to fucking Australia. We didn't even get to the fucking X Games thing. What's the games you're going to?
So we got, real quick, I've jumped over the pyramids of Giza. Have done that boogie.
A couple times. You were going to organize it before COVID.
Yeah, I was one of the organizers on the second.
I'm sorry. We got to. Okay. And what's the games called? In
Norway. Extreme Games in Norway is next up.
Hey guys, we'll do the show again next time you're in town.
Yeah,
we got to do it again, and we'll pick up where we left off, and we'll talk about Aruba and kite surfing.
Yeah,
cool.
Absolutely.
Love you guys. Keep your head on the swivel. Hook that shit. Hook us up, man. Hook us up. Patreon.
Thanks a lot, WazzyCircus.
Yeah. Later, man. Thanks, Mike.
You're welcome.
All right, we just ran out of time. Always run out of time.
Did you run out of space?
No, we it's still recorded, right?